What's up YouTube? Drew here. Today we have some solid updates on projects that were previously announced coming to Walt Disney World Resort in the next 5 years, specifically for Magic Kingdom. So with that being said, let's dive into this news. Back at D23 in August, Disney Experiences Chairman Josh D'Amaro took the stage and delivered the biggest presentation in the history of D23, announcing brand new projects for Disney parks around the world. And now, just a few months later, Disney hosted a smaller presentation at D23 over in Brazil. And now we've got some updates on those projects that were announced a few months back, like I said, specifically for Magic Kingdom. So the first one I want to start off with is Disney Starlight. Disney Starlight is the brand new nighttime parade debuting at Magic Kingdom Park in the summer of 2025. Back in August, we got the initial announcement of this parade after it was long rumored, with the confirmation that it's going to feature those Walt Disney Animation Studios films that we know and love, like The Blue Fairy, Peter Pan and Wendy, and Encanto. And now, just a few months later, we have our first look at this gorgeous Moana float with Moana on her boat above front and center, joined by Pua and Heihei. And if you take a close look at Moana, it looks like her outfit is actually going to light up. Yes, this is just concept art, so that might not make the final product, but at this point we are getting closer to summer 2025, so in my opinion, this concept art is likely the final design done as art to show us what we are going to see next summer. Moving on over to Adventureland, we also have a brand new piece of concept art for the Pirates of the Caribbean themed lounge that is opening at Magic Kingdom at some point in 2025. We do not have a season or date, just 2025 for this lounge. The details in this concept art, you can tell that this is the final plan from that first piece of concept art that we got back at D23 in August in Anaheim to the brand new piece of concept art today. The level of detail and storytelling here is great. And while it's not an attraction, the fact that Walt Disney Imagineering has an opportunity here to dive deeper into the Pirates of the Caribbean storyline with a bar, it fits the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise with, rum and all of that, as well as just being something that Disney Parks fans know and love. So I think that this one is going to deliver, and just from the concept art that we've seen, it looks great. Now we move into the part of Magic Kingdom that is going to be completely transformed and is actually going to go down as the largest capacity increase in the history of Magic Kingdom. So back in August, that's where we got our first confirmation that Tom Sawyer Island and the Rivers of America are going to be completely removed. Construction is starting in early 2025 for a brand new Cars area that looks to be themed around Piston Peak National Park from the Planes, Fire, and Rescue film. So since this project was first announced, we've really just been waiting on what is this Cars area going to be like, because it's replacing such a big area of Magic Kingdom. And today we got a pretty big reveal as Walt Disney Imagineering shared a first look at what this Cars Rally Race attraction is going to be like, what the experience is going to be like for us, the guest, because there's been a lot of speculation. Is it going to be that slot car ride system like we've seen over with Radiator Springs Racers and California Adventure? Or is it going to be like Test Track, also with that same slot car ride system? But from this video, it now seems like the signs are pointing towards this rally race attraction truly feeling like an off-road experience where you don't necessarily know what's going to happen as our cars are going to dash through these mountains and the geysers are going to be exploding around us. It seems like, at least from this test footage, we very well could be seeing the first ever outdoor trackless high-speed attraction with this rally race attraction. And I want to be very clear here. Disney has not officially said that this is going to be an outdoor trackless ride system, but when we're looking at test footage as Imagineers are getting these plans together, seeing, off-roading vehicles being used here with the dirt flying up under them, with those curves and banks, that is definitely a good indicator that we're going to be seeing something completely unique here with this Cars attraction. And me personally, I think that is fantastic. If you were going to go to the lengths to replace Tom Sawyer Island in the Rivers of America, well, Disney and Walt Disney Imagineering, you have to go all out here. These need to be big budget attractions with intricate rock work, like those geysers as they have teased, and seeing the possibility of a new unique ride system here to create a unique ride experience that you're not going to see anywhere else in the world, on top of the fact that this area itself is going outside of Radiator Springs to where it's not a clone of what's been done before, using originality where Walt Disney Imagineering can use it, expanding on the Cars franchise. That's what I want, and seeing this definitely gives me some hope with this project. So that's our big update on Cars breaking ground in early 2025 in Magic Kingdom, and I will be covering all of that construction here. So if you aren't subscribed yet, well, what are you doing? Make sure to subscribe to the channel, as all that work will be underway here very soon. And moving directly behind where this Cars area is going to be, that's where we have one of the most highly anticipated projects in the history of Disney parks, Villains Land. Villains Land was finally confirmed after 20 years of rumors at D23 in August, and today we got two pretty significant updates on Villains Land, which will be open by the end of 2029. I know I've said it multiple times, but it's important to know all these projects are going to be done within 5 years, and that puts us by the end of 2029. So with Villains Land, the first big reveal today is that Disney talked about the roster of villains that is going to be inspiring this land, and some of, if not all, are going to be in Villains Land itself. So from Entertainment Weekly, we have the actual roster that was shared today at D23 in Brazil, from the Queen of Hearts from Alice in Wonderland, Jafar from Aladdin, Lady Tremaine from Cinderella, Yzma from The Emperor's New Groove, Cruella de Vil from 101 Dalmatians, Captain Hook from Peter Pan, Gaston from Beauty and the Beast, Mother Gothel from Tangled, Ursula from The Little Mermaid, Hades from Hercules, Chernabog from Fantasia, and then both versions of the Evil Queen from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, and Maleficent in her human form and her dragon form. So this is a pretty stacked roster of villains, and it's crazy that just a few months after this project was announced, we're actually seeing some specific details of kind of what Walt Disney Imagineering is using as they're getting these plans together before the project actually breaks ground, which is pretty cool. I always love seeing that inside look as to what the thought process is of these Imagineers. And that's not all for Villains Land. Not only the inspiration of what's being worked on, as well as the actual storyline for the land itself. Basically, how are all of these villains from different films coming together? Well, now we know exactly what the storyline is going to be. So in an article written by Joey at Entertainment Weekly, shout out to Joey, we have an official quote here from Josh D'Amaro. It says, "In our story, a mysterious spell has been cast, summoning villains from every realm. In this land, heroes don't come to save the day, and there may not be a happily ever after." So in the story, we have a magical spell that is basically summoning all these villains into one place, and that's how we're going to see them on the two attractions in the land, as well as through the shopping, dining, and character experiences. To me, that sounds pretty fun, and it's pretty expected, but it's nice to have this official confirmation that all of the villains that we know and loathe are going to be here in the same spot. And I think that we're going to see some Tokyo level theming here at Villains Land. My main hope is that Zsolt Hormé, an incredible creative executive at Walt Disney Imagineering, he has led some of the most impressive rock work at Disney parks around the world, from Cars Land, Pandora, the World of Avatar, even Fantasy Springs most recently. And if you get someone as talented as Zsolt Hormé on Villains Land and even that Cars area, I think that these projects are going to deliver. But that's what we need from Disney as we head into the future of Disney experiences. Let me know in the comments down below, what are you looking forward to most out of these next 5 years of Disney experiences? Thank you all for watching this one, and I'll see you all in my next video.